Hello, this is Dr. Bruno Hardman, and welcome to my medical channel. Here, we talk about health, prevention, and the latest treatment methods.
Can you believe it? By doing just one simple action within the first hour after waking, you can significantly improve male sexual health beyond the age of 60. Many men past middle age start noticing their bodies no longer feel as robust as before. They often assume this decline is simply a normal effect of getting older. However, clinical observations and recent studies reveal the true culprit is not aging itself, but poor blood circulation, especially in the small blood vessels supplying the genital area. Research from Harvard University highlighted that more than 70% of erectile dysfunction cases are caused not by low testosterone, but by inadequate blood flow to the penile corpora cavernosa. Even more astonishing, this blockage frequently begins due to minor morning habits that most men overlook. My name is Dr. Bruno Hardman, a specialist focusing on men's health after 60. Having worked for over 20 years with thousands of patients within geriatric and urology departments, I have reached one unmistakable insight. How you start your body right after waking up plays a critical role in whether you maintain your natural vitality. Therefore, in this video, I will guide you through a straightforward routine lasting less than 3 minutes each morning. This practice enhances blood flow, supports hormonal balance, and reactivates your natural physiological responses. There is no need for medications or costly treatments. Plus, if you watch until the end, I will reveal a lesser-known technique to further boost your performance, one that truly makes a difference. Many men have regained their confidence after only 7 days of changing their habits. But before we dive deeper, I want to get to know you, the person joining me on this adventure. Where are you watching this video from? Please leave a comment below. I would love to discover where you are tuning in from. If you genuinely care about sexual health, marital happiness, and your life quality after 60, make sure to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you do not miss any valuable advice from me in upcoming videos. To start, let us address one of the most common misunderstandings about sexual decline in older men. Many people still believe it is simply a natural part of aging. However, the key factor is not your age, but the slow deterioration of blood vessels damaging your vitality. Men above 60 often come to see me, their eyes tired and voices resigned, saying, "Maybe it is just my age. I suppose I must accept this stage of life." I get how discouraging that feels. Yet at that very moment, I kindly remind them of an important fact. Your body is not broken. It merely needs the right stimulation to start functioning again. The reality is that sexual decline does not have to be inevitable with age. Erections remain possible if your circulatory system is still flexible and healthy. What many people do not understand is the crucial role small microvessels, particularly in the pelvic region, have in male sexual response. Over time, these vessels may become narrower, lose their flexibility, and struggle to expand. When blood flow to the penis is blocked, even if testosterone levels remain normal, a condition known as endothelial dysfunction takes place. This hidden cause explains why your body wants to respond but fails to deliver, creating a frustrating disconnect during intimate moments. Imagine the male organ as a sponge. To become erect, it must fill with blood. If there is not enough blood or the pressure is too low, the sponge stays soft, regardless of desire or emotion. The encouraging news is that this condition can be reversed by giving your body the proper signals. By staying well hydrated, engaging in gentle physical activity, and triggering biological cues at the right time, your body begins to clear the blocked pathways. Nitric oxide, an essential molecule responsible for expanding blood vessels, becomes active again, restoring circulation to areas that were deprived of blood flow. I have worked with numerous patients who believed their vitality was lost forever. However, after only a few days of adjusting their morning routine, their body started to send positive signals naturally, without medication or external aids. To start this recovery, the most important step is to stop blaming age and focus on making small, seemingly insignificant changes. Dear viewer, if you have reached this point in the video, I am truly happy that you care about your well-being. Please type the number 1 in the comments below so I know you are still with me. Part 2 covers common mistakes made in the morning and their unexpected effects on male sexual well-being. There is something most men overlook entirely. The very first routines you follow after waking hold tremendous influence over your sexual health. I found myself in a similar position long ago. Getting up, immediately checking my phone, skipping breakfast, then starting the day feeling exhausted without understanding the reason. It was only through observing hundreds of older patients that I uncovered the fundamental problem. Morning is far from just a meaningless period. On the contrary, it represents a vital biological moment that dictates your ability to replenish hormones, blood flow, and vitality. Picture a typical morning routine. You wake up feeling lethargic, scroll endlessly on your phone, avoid drinking water, and remain inactive. Then you rush out the house on an empty stomach, or worse yet, gulp down a strong cup of coffee. To many, this seems normal. However, deep inside, your blood thickens because your body has lost fluids during sleep. Your blood vessels tighten, leading to reduced circulation to the intimate areas. Nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for widening vessels, remains inactive, and your physiological cells lack the energy needed to get going. In medical terms, this period is called the early physiological activation phase. Missing it causes your hormones, stamina, and emotional engagement to steadily decline as the day progresses. I recall one 68-year-old patient mentioning he had not experienced any physiological responses for quite some time. For more than 3 years, Michael Johnson struggled, but simply by drinking enough water, moving for 3 minutes, and having the right breakfast, he noticed a change. After a fortnight, he started waking up feeling like a man again, as he described it. So, if you want to boost your energy and vigor, do not rush for complex solutions before adjusting your morning routine. These small daily habits are actually reshaping your entire body's system. If you are asking yourself what exactly to do and where to begin every morning to spark that natural response, in the next part, I will share an easy and practical 3-step routine that is simple but proven to help hundreds of men regain their sexual health safely and effectively. When I first presented this natural recovery approach to my older patients, many greeted it with disbelief. Really, doctor? Is that all I need to do? No medications, no devices. I completely understand their doubt because for so long they were led to believe that sexual wellness depended only on strong pharmaceuticals or medical procedures. However, I always highlight one key point. Your body does not require forceful intervention. It just needs to be gently awakened at the right moment. The most receptive and sensitive time to do this is just after waking up in the morning. Here are 3 simple actions that make up this routine. The key to restoring blood flow and balancing hormones is a process I often recommend to my patients. First, begin your morning by drinking 2 glasses of plain water. Avoid sugar, flavors, or ice. Simply consume water at room temperature. After a full night's rest, the body experiences mild dehydration, which causes the blood to thicken and circulate more slowly. Consuming water as the first action upon waking stimulates circulation, thins the blood, and promotes the generation of nitric oxide, an essential molecule that widens blood vessels and enhances blood supply to the pelvic area. Next, engage in gentle physical activity for about 2 or 3 minutes. There is no need for intense exercise or running. Simple actions like rotating your joints, stretching, practicing deep breathing, or taking a short walk indoors are enough. These soft movements activate the sympathetic nervous system and encourage blood flow toward important parts of the body, including the pelvic floor muscles and the tiny blood vessels that nourish the genital region. Finally, choose a breakfast that supports both circulation and hormonal health. Instead of consuming refined carbohydrates, sugars, or unhealthy fats, opt for foods rich in antioxidants and healthy fats, such as boiled eggs, berries like blueberries and wild strawberries, or unsweetened Greek yogurt. Adding nutrient-packed seeds like pumpkin seeds or walnuts is beneficial as well. These foods not only strengthen blood vessels, but also aid in natural testosterone production, decrease inflammation in the blood vessels, and enhance nerve sensitivity in the genital area. I have encountered numerous patients who return after just 5 or 7 days of following these 3 steps. Their eyes reveal a completely different experience. They sleep more deeply, think with greater clarity, and most importantly, they sense that their strength is gradually returning. When these simple activities become regular routines, the body does more than just heal. It begins to restructure itself into a steadier biological condition, where circulation, hormones, and emotions align harmoniously. For those who wish to enhance this transformation and want their bodies to receive even stronger signals every morning, there is a natural, supportive element worth incorporating into daily habits. This is what I will disclose in the upcoming section. If you are still watching at this point, I sincerely thank you for your commitment. Please leave the number 3 in the comments so I know you are still with me. After merely 1 week, the body starts to display unmistakable signs of vitality. I clearly recall when Mr. Richard, a 66-year-old former high school principal, arrived with vacant eyes and a heavy silence. After a brief discussion, he sighed deeply and expressed, "I believed I did everything correctly in life, except for holding on to my manhood." Those words were not unfamiliar to me. Although he did not elaborate further, I understood that his pain was not only physical, but also stemmed from the loss of a vital part of his identity. What used to define his sense of self, I offered him a straightforward morning routine. Just the same fundamental 3 steps I had recommended to numerous others before. I explained, "No major adjustments required, just 1 week. Follow it diligently, and then we will reassess." 7 days later, a brief message arrived in my inbox. He wrote, "When I woke up today, I felt like I was returning to myself." Only those who have endured months or even years of silence and letdowns can truly grasp the significance of that statement. For a man, morning erection is far beyond a mere physical occurrence. It represents a sign of life, evidence that blood flow remains proper, hormones continue functioning, and the body still possesses the capacity for connection. After years of working alongside patients, I recognized a common pattern. Progress doesn't emerge suddenly like a miracle, but rather begins with quiet yet noticeable shifts. Fatigue in the afternoon starts to ebb. Sleep grows deeper and freer from interruptions. Most importantly, self-assurance returns softly, yet with strength. Dependence on medications or aggressive treatments is unnecessary. By simply tuning the biological cues you send every morning, your body learns to realign itself, enhancing nitric oxide synthesis, improving circulation, lowering the strain on the endocrine system, and slowly regaining natural sexual health. Nevertheless, to achieve lasting improvements and sustain them over time, you must grasp a fundamental truth. This is not a short-lived tactic. It is a language, a signal that you continuously send to your entire body. We will explore this further in the upcoming section, Part 5. This approach is not about quick fixes. It is a way to permanently revive your vitality. I fully understand the frustration many men experience when their bodies no longer feel the same. When energy dips and performance wanes, it is tempting to fall for advertisements promoting enhancement supplements or fast cures. However, after more than 20 years of working with men above the age of 60, I have discovered one fundamental truth. Genuine restoration does not result from haste, but from consistently delivering the correct signals daily at the appropriate moment. Every time you hydrate sufficiently right upon waking, each time you gently move your body to awaken it, and whenever you opt for a breakfast that supports your hormones rather than merely filling your stomach, you send a powerful message to your body. You communicate, "I am still here. I care for myself and intend to live with full strength." Your body does not weaken just because of age. It has merely become quiet after not receiving the proper signals for an extended period. Yet, once you regularly provide the right biological cues every morning, your circulation, nervous system, and hormones will naturally recalibrate to regain their original performance. You will perceive subtle but undeniable improvements, a sharper, more focused mind throughout the day, deeper and uninterrupted sleep, and confidence returning not from appearance but from within. From the deep sensation of being in control of my own body, the most important aspect is that when you adjust your lifestyle in the correct way, not only does your sexual health get better, but your overall quality of life, your relationships, and even your emotions undergo a remarkable change. So, if you have begun applying the advice I shared and noticed even the slightest progress, congratulations. This indicates that your body is paying attention and starting to respond once more. Perfection is not required. Simply remain consistent each morning. The right decisions will slowly build up and awaken your entire sexual system from its foundation. We have now clearly understood the essential truths that decline is not caused by growing older, but by a disruption in biological flow. The solution does not lie in medication, but in how you interact with your body through small, steady daily habits. With only 2 glasses of water, 3 minutes of exercise, and a wise breakfast choice, you are not just enhancing testosterone or nitric oxide, but naturally, safely, and sustainably reconstructing your sexual base. The final thing I want you to keep in mind is this: your body has never abandoned you. It is simply awaiting a clear signal from you to begin healing. If today's message was valuable to you, be sure to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss the most practical and scientifically supported content designed for men's health past 60. Thank you for staying with me until the very last moment. I wish you excellent health, abundant strength, and mastery over yourself in every stage of life. I look forward to seeing you in the upcoming video with me, Dr. Bruno Hardman.